Welcome to this exciting episode of AI Live here at reInvent 2025. My name is Brian Terry, and I'm a Senior Partner Solution Architect here at AWS, focusing on GenAI migrations. And I'm joined here with my co-host and my good friend, and I'll let you introduce yourself.
Oh, thank you for that. I really appreciate it. I'm David Potes, and I actually don't do any work because I'm a manager, but I swear I'm technical. Here to talk about some really interesting stuff. I'm from the trenches of Agentic AI, so hopefully we have some good anecdotes, and really excited about the guests that we have. Sebastian, you want to say hi?
Absolutely.
Hey, I'm Sebastian. I lead the Data and AI Solutions team at Thoughtworks Europe, and I'm super excited to be here on stage.
Cool.
Welcome to the show. Yes, super excited. I'm excited about your company. And for those of the audience that don't know who your company is, can you tell us a little bit about what they do? Or?
Yeah, Thoughtworks is a global technology company founded about 30 years ago. Some of the early employees were signatories of the Agile Manifesto. We pioneered technologies like microservices, CI/CD pipelines, infrastructure as code, evolutionary architecture. We've actually deployed on AWS in 2006 for the first time. So It's a long-standing history.
Yeah, we're happy to have you here.
That's
super
impressive.
Excited.
2 or 3 services to work with in those days.
Maybe 5.
Maybe Scrubs is there. So, this whole AI technology is growing, and your company is super involved in that. So can you tell us a little bit about what your role is and how do you help move this technology forward?
And how did you get here?
Yes. And how did you get here? There's a big question.
So the first, how did I get here? By plane.
Yeah.
How did I get into this role? That's a long journey. I started working with IT in the 90s, being a reset monkey in a data center. And then I studied chemical engineering, did a PhD, simulation, complex systems, and so on. And then, you know what? At a certain point, I was in professional services. So that's, I guess, how I got here.
Yeah,
and what
how
I do,
we landed.
And what I do is I coordinate the solutions that we're building for data and AI. And that means deployments on AWS and on many other systems, solving complex legacy problems in our clients' companies.
And I like the notion of you being a resent monkey back at the beginning. I actually, one of my college jobs was, and you don't know this, I was an ice cream man for 2 summers.
You were what?
An ice cream man.
Ice cream man?
Yes, ding, 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 by the ice cream.
Oh my goodness.
And here I am in agent world, so anybody can do it, including all of you.
It's super amazing. I was actually talking to a young youth. Look how old I am.
Yeah.
Basically telling him about my job and how it didn't exist when I was in college.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot.
It's amazing.
I think a lot of our jobs are not going to exist here pretty soon.
Yeah. So your company, Thoughtworks. I mean, super exciting. Can you elaborate on how do you we love you as a partner. How do you integrate into AWS tools? What does that look like for you? And what does that look like combined with us together? I think so. Better.
AWS brings scale to technology, but to make it happen, you need partners. Because a lot of the companies, they don't know how I can say, zoo of tools that you have can actually be brought to reality. And we can help people make it happen.
I don't know if I agree with it being a zoo. It's more of a cacophony of tools. They're all making a lot of noise.
It wasn't meant to be negative. It's just it's I don't know, 500 right now. And
so a happy zoo. Got it.
A happy zoo.
Okay, got it. Awesome.
Yeah. So we hear it's a rage, and it's just this buzz around agentic AI. So let's talk about that. Can we talk about a little bit about that and how you guys are making solutions and how you're moving that forward?
The first part is making it happen. And we usually start at what does the client want to achieve? And there's an example from one of our clients, Bayer. They wanted to speed up the documents in preclinical research. So a lot of PDFs, unstructured data. And they wanted to find out what was in these documents, to query these data and so on. So we first helped them to ingest this data and build a data platform to make it happen. And once that happened, the next question was how can I query these? So we implemented an agent, a query interface, and then subsequently helped them to also generate documents in the next stage. And it was quite impactful and a very, very good journey also on AWS to make it happen.
And PDFs are super hard. You'd think they'd be really easy to parse. AI kind of chews on them and spits them back out way too often. So if you think it's easy, come talk to me after the show.
Oh, absolutely. And preclinical research, the research and development, that's a no-fail zone.
Yep.
So you need to make sure that there's trust. And like when like it probably maybe is not good enough for the answers you're getting. The researchers need to trust that the answers they are getting. They need to be verifiable. And if you're doing something wrong and give that to a regulatory agency, they won't be happy about that.
So probably, definitely is what we're shooting for, right?
Absolutely.
Or definitely, probably.
I would say you need to be pretty sure about what you're saying there.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Cool.
Absolutely.
So what were the benefits? So like, you did all this work, right? Like, did you put people out of work? Like, did like people stop having to do like drudgery, like rainbows? Like what was the end state?
The first part is you need to give that product very quickly to the people that are using it. So we gave it to the researchers, and we let them play with it, like break it. But like the impact was shown pretty quickly, like 90% reduction in the search times for data, and you could get a regulatory report in like 4 minutes instead of weeks. And that's a huge impact. It also minimizes duplicate experiments in the R&D center. And that means there's a monetary impact as well.
What was the vibe though? Like you're rolling it out to this group, like they probably like don't love that part of the job, right? Yeah. You know, like were you like literally making people happy, or were they like, okay, like here's another tool that I can click on?
So ask yourself, if you have a stack of PDFs and you're trying to find this one little bit and piece of information in there, is that fun?
Doesn't sound like it.
Exactly like that. So how do you think the researchers liked it? They like it quite a bit. Yeah. And now they like it because it's easier. Seems and like you make their life easier, you give them a real value.
Yep.
You make them feel that they are valued in the way like how they work. Yep. And they can focus on what they're hired for, because they're not hired for like searching for documents.
Right. Like the search and research means searching for like the cool stuff and not the stuff that's like buried in a report.
Yep.
That's awesome. I love it.
It's super awesome. So yeah, we talk a lot about like agent as like one thing, but you know, as we've moved into this like technology age, which has been about a year, we talk about multi-orchestration with agents. So let's talk about what makes those a reality. What's pushed those past theoretical to actually building on production environments that use multi-agents.
So I think before you start talking about agents, you should talk about the business problem that you're trying to solve. Because if you're just like throwing an agent onto a problem, you can, let's say, do stupid things even faster. And so that's not the thing. This is not where the maximum impact is. Like, try to use the occasion that you're want to use AI to simplify a business process. Refocus on what you want to do, and try to focus on the outcome. So simplify the process first and use the agents where they have the maximum impact. I think that's the most important part.
Do companies know what their employees actually do most of the time?
Brilliant question. I'm sometimes not 100% sure.
When I look around at reInvent, like I don't know if like this fits anybody's job code, like, and probably not easy to like agentify, but like seems like that's one of the big challenges in ROI. Like, you know, like if your job is like push a
ROI.
Yeah. Return on investment. Oh man, I got hit. Like, I don't know if I can afford this show. But so the return on investment, but like, you know, how do you even like measure like the productivity of like a salesperson or like a researcher or whatever? Like, how do you know that they're doing it better? Like, do you guys measure that?
So we totally do. Like in order to improve something, you need to measure it. Mm-hmm. And like, we're thinking about forward-looking indicators, and we're looking about like backward-looking indicators. So if you think about this example of preclinical research, you can say previously it took people to get all the data together end to end. It took them 3 or 4 weeks. That's something that is known. If you now do it with an agent and it takes 4 or 5 minutes, I think there is very little discussion that it's faster, and that's a positive impact.
That's awesome. So question for you, and I'll ask you the same question to you, like, let's look into our crystal ball a little bit. Like, do you think companies have like millions of agents or hundreds of agents? Like what do we think the end state is here?
I think the key question is like, when does it make sense? Because there's like, when you use agents, there's a cost of thinking. Mm-hmm. What I mean with that is it takes some time to get an answer. It takes some tokens to be consumed, and you can ask the very simple question, could this be an API? Could this be a Lambda function instead? Mm-hmm. And like, it's not just throwing an agent onto every problem, it's to find out where's the exact point where you get a real benefit out.
So you're saying 10?
No. I would say probably in companies are big, like, and not all companies are created equal. It's probably hundreds of agents in some cases.
Hundreds.
In some other cases, it's just only going to be 10.
Okay,
It very much depends on the businesses you're trying to run.
All right, crystal ball. Your turn on the crystal ball.
Yeah.
Like, what's the future look like? You get paid to live 6 months in the future.
So, I think that we've seen like these large language models do very cool things. But I think in the future, we'll be looking toward maybe small language models that are more efficient, trained and targeted with multi-agent orchestration. So I hope that I'm right for the future because I can see that as driving down costs and being able to use these directly targeted models with maybe a large language model kind of managing them and keeping them together. But
it's a lot of words for a number.
It's about the right tool for the job. I would
exactly.
Right tool for the job.
Exactly. Having these targeted small language models. So yeah.
Interesting. So I'm going to ask myself the same question. like the question I would ask is like, how many job codes do you have? Like that's probably how many agents you end up having, right?
Yes.
Like 1,000, maybe like 1,500 if you're a big company like Bayer.
And probably yes, but like I would go back to the point of like simplifying the business processes. You have a very nice new tool on hand. Maybe you can rethink the end-to-end because many companies, they have like manifested business processes like ISO 9001 and so on, and they've run initiatives in each department to get everything optimal. I'm a guy from mathematical optimization. If you think end-to-end, is the sum of many local optima the global optimum? Very unlikely.
It's true. Yeah, it's true. I think the other big rule in AI is like always update your priors. So like we're probably wrong 6 months in the future. But then we can just say we're looking into the future again. Like like it's always 6 months out there that we're kind of chasing it.
Yes.
The other thing I want to know is like this is a question we get a lot too. Like I want to do agents. What are the things that I need to do kind of ahead of time to like get there? Like, if I had some homework that I was going to take away and like, hey, I need to get my company ready. Like, give me like one or two like really kind of like punchy things I can do. And I don't mean physically punchy.
No. I think the first part, it's all about the data. It's like understanding the data and getting the information out. Because here's the thing, in data, like in classical machine learning, it's like garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah.
With AI and LLMs, it's like garbage in, very confident garbage out.
Exactly. That's kind of my MO too. But like I don't need it agentically. Like the second oldest law of IT, right?
Yeah, and the second argument besides that, like great data that you need to understand is you need to have the right governance. Meaning guardrails around it to make sure that you can really trust the answers that you're getting out.
Yep.
And for that, you need to set up the right organization, the operational model around it, because it's not just throwing an agent at a problem. It's about everything in the organization around it that makes it a reality.
So other question I get a lot, and I'll let you jump in here in a second. The other question I get a lot is like, okay, like, I know that it can, like hallucinate or like be confidently wrong, as you called it. Like, how do we measure right in a subjective world?
So I would say evals is a very important topic. So evaluation with test cases and also...
Wait, was that an acronym? He said evals.
I said evaluation. I said evaluation.
Okay, so we're just going to put this coin right over here.
Yes.
Driving a hard bargain. Yeah. All right, go ahead.
And so you need to measure it. You need to verify what you're doing, and you need to do it continuously.
Yep.
Like not just one time, run a test or something, like run a benchmark, continuously monitor if the answers are still fitting to what you actually want to see.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then do we have like metrics for that? Like, is that something like I can plug into a tool and it'll say like, my rightness is very high today?
I would say if you have a very confined problem, that's probably possible.
That's the mathematician in you. Yes.
Yeah, if you have a very, very wide field that you want to measure, it becomes more and more difficult and less specific.
Okay, awesome. Do you want to jump in?
Yeah. I believe, I think it's a hard problem. But luckily, AWS, we've created solutions around that, which is our guardrails. Like automated reasoning has become a big way of kind of steering LLMs to kind of the right decision.
Yep.
So it's very important. And I love the fact that we're thinking about governance and whether these LLMs are right. Yeah. And I think their solution is great in helping with that. Definitely.
Yeah, it's super cool. Like I actually got to double click into it. So very technical question. Like, what's your favorite release so far on like reInvent? Like, lots of features out there. I'm totally putting you on the spot. Like literally, we have spotlights on us. Like,
I would say like the advancements in Bedrock, I'm pretty happy about, because that that's a service that is like, especially for the enterprise users, pretty important.
That's very cool. What's your top pick so far?
I heard we were crafting something that takes AI and then crafts Fortran. No, I was kidding. no.
Fortran is the new AI. Yes.
But I'm excited about it all in general. Like not just one thing. I'm just super excited in the innovation and how many things that we're launching at one time. And I get to spend like a whole month trying to figure out what we launched and how to use it.
And that's what we call December, right?
Yes, that's December. Downtime.
So, not that you asked, but like I have a sleeper. So like Marketplace released a feature where you can do like multi-partner solutions. So like it could be two different products together. It could be like a consulting partner offering like an ISV as a service. Like, do not sleep on that one. I think it's like super hot. Like the other one that like I'm still digesting is like the Frontier Agents thing.
I've
like
heard about that.
Long-running agents, like the XKCD covers everything, but like it used to be like, hey, I'm on a break because it's compiling. Now I'm on a break because my Frontier agent is out doing stuff for me. Like, so tech people always taking breaks, I think is like the takeaway story here.
Yes.
And then like, what are you guys looking forward to in terms of like, what's like around the corner for you? Like,
so as I'm in Europe, a lot of people think about risk all the time.
Yeah.
And like we're in North America right now, everybody thinks about opportunity. I would say think about another thing, and that's opportunity cost. So the cost of waiting. So companies asking themselves, what if my competitor would do it? So I encourage everyone to do experimentation, to do the next steps, and like just find out if it works.
Yep. Just try stuff, right?
Yeah. Try it out. Fail fast, fail early. Try it out. There's so many tools out there that are really easy to use. Like 10, 15 years ago, it was significantly more difficult to do that.
Yeah, I can tell you that like I'm seeing people develop like agent solutions that like I never would have thought of that would be like coding things. And like maybe in the next segment we can talk about weekend projects. I've got some pretty wild weekend projects too. But like I think like just trying stuff is really important too. Like you don't know. Like none of us know what is possible with these tools today, because like it's all of this like open space that we can kind of work into. And like if you're an innovator but maybe didn't have the coding skills, like, or like maybe aren't a Fortran expert, I'm not going to name names, like, but he's available. This is a chance to just try stuff, right?
Yeah. And I would add one more thing. If you're experimenting, that's one thing. That's burning money to a certain extent. You need to put it into production. You need to test it with the business cases and need to make it happen. So an easy path to production and a validation of value is even more important than just trying things out. Yep. Because experiments, sorry, they don't move the needle.
Yep, science projects.
Absolutely. So, well, we have like a minute left in this interview. Do you want to talk about like how people can contact you? What's your social media? People may want to contact you on LinkedIn or find out more information about your service.
So I'm on LinkedIn, of course. Thoughtworks is on LinkedIn. Okay. A lot of people know us due to the blog of our chief scientist, Martin Fowler.
All right.
And like reach out to us, go to the website, fill out the form, or if you're at reInvent, stop by our booth, 1124. We are there until the end of the expo.
You guys giving away free stuff?
Yeah. Of course, we have socks.
You have to, yes.
And the best part is we have a game where you have to beat an agent.
Oh, wow.
Beat an agent.
Beat an agent by like solving a routing problem, traveling salesman basically.
Oh, you have to outthink an agent. Okay.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Go for it, and I'll hope you come by.
Yeah, okay. Like I'd love to do that. Like I do like socks. Like I wear them every day.
Well, thank you so much for being on this episode.
Yeah.
Please come back. We'd love to talk to you about the next generation of AI. If you haven't, maybe next year or something. Who knows where this technology is going? But thank you so much for being here, and we'll be right back.